so this is the 400 pump here, and as you can see, they built the cut. Can pull a 9-second off the trailer?
I think so.
All right, me too. All right.
Because if it don't,
It's gonna be exiting the box here anyways, and we test fitted 3.5 of fit here.
perfect.
If you're new here, welcome to the Autoless YouTube channel. If you're already a family member, then what's swinging, gang? We finally back over for update part 2 of the soon-to-be world record BMW X6M, the fastest European SUV in history. So we right back over here at Whoops Motorsports. Again, once again, chaperoning me is the beautiful Olivia. And if you remember last time, we had the inner chiller tank built. You know, it turned out gorgeous. I'm gonna put that video down in the description for you guys that didn't catch part 1 of the, you know, kill mode update. You know, and today, I mean, it's very, very, very special because we're doing another world's first BMW build, period. You know, 3.5-inch exhaust. We're gonna go ahead and design that, get that built, and also they have the 400 pump bracket built, so I can't wait to see what that looks like. All right, so this is the 400 pump here, and as you can see, they built the custom made bracket on it. You know, they got a, what is this, like a plasma cutting table?
Yeah.
Tom? Yeah, they got a cut table here where they can like cut like any shape out and stuff like that, and then they bend it into shape, and you know, it's just turned out gorgeous. You know, this looks like something you would order off like one of those high-end websites like Summit or Jegs or something like that, and they built this right here. As you can see, that's a custom rib nut there, the same way he was able to hang the tank up, the chiller tank, and that's so gorgeous. Oh man, that is gonna be nice. Look at that. Look at that. That is nice. And it looked like it came like that. It doesn't look like something we added. It looked like that's the just stock pump for, you know, on the stock mount. That's some great work these guys do, man. That is crazy. That is nice. And here we're gonna have this run down along here, up through a port that's gonna be circle sawed into this rocker here and directly up to the tank. So it'll be able to pull that fluid right out of the tank and throw it right up through the intercoolers. That's perfect.
Pump can be clocked a little bit too.
Okay.
But yeah, so it goes right where you want to.
Check that out, guys. Oh man, that's perfect. That's nice. And all of this fits behind the fender well, the plastic fender well. So you won't see the pump, you won't see any of this. The only thing you'll actually see, that's if you're low enough, you'll see where this drops down under the this hose here drops down through the fender well and goes around. So that will be exposed, but I also have, you know, you don't want these silicone hoses sweating on the drag strip. They'll definitely kick you off quick. So I have a fire sleeve that I bought to put over all the hoses. And what fire sleeve is this braided fiberglass with silicone around it. So it's like a you know, 2-layer insulation, and that's gonna keep any, you know, from any, like, you know, condensation, anything from building up, leaking on the track. And also where the fire sleeve reaches the end, I'm gonna be wrapping that in like this, it's from DEI, it's kind of like a butyl tape, a butyl rubber tape, and you know, that'll seal that all off. So like, no, it doesn't, you know, react with the atmosphere to actually start to condensate in from the start, you know. So that's gonna stay nice, cold and dry, and that's gonna add even more temperature drop, you know, insulating these lines. So that'll be like 3 layers of insulation from the cold fluid inside. Okay, so yeah, like even you told me that this doesn't need to be like, you know, modified, because we can just, you know, drop it a little and just slide it through here, right?
Yeah, so basically like the 3.5 inch, it'll sit, you know, here with enough clearance. If we can push some of this back in here.
Exactly,
like
yeah, because it folds in pretty good.
Yeah, exactly, and that way we don't have to go cutting and modifying. We could still do it, but I don't think,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
you're
we
not
don't
going
need
any lower with the car. So
it's gonna stay like
coming
this.
down a little bit more, and then we'll just match it side to side so it looks good.
And bring it on back.
Yeah.
Okay, so gang, pretty much what we're doing is they're gonna put the 3.5 inch downpipes in, and they're gonna start the exhaust on both sides coming straight back. And then this big open area that looks kind of like a manta ray, kind of shaped like a manta ray. If you don't know what a manta ray is, here's a little picture of one. I'll pop up right there. And then we're gonna bring the box towards the rear a little, like slide it back a little, just so these two front, where the exhaust comes out the downpipe, get a chance to go more straight into it, so it doesn't have to curve too much. And this is what we talked about, since it's gonna be exiting the box here anyways, and we test fitted 3.5 of fit here in this area. So we're just gonna bring it down and turn it out here, and dump it there, so it like dumps out towards the side and down. So, cause if they were saying like if we dumped it like right here or like right here, then it might, you know, reverberate right back in. So that was a good idea, since we had the room to like, and then, you know, it pretty much, it'll fit right there as well. You know, if we like dump it a little bit over, however you can do it, you know. I know you guys, you specialize in this, but
Yeah, and that'll give us a good mount point too at the end right here.
exactly, to hold the entire exhaust up.
Yeah, exactly. So,
and this is where the other mountain point is, because I don't know if you guys remember, well, not you guys, whoops, the audience, I don't know if you guys remember me telling you it's gonna be, you know, not a full exhaust. So instead of having this big hole here, I'm gonna put the factory hanger up here, which looks exactly like these, and that way, you know, we can build like a triangle, you know, what are they, triangle hangers or something, and that'll keep those tips up there, you know, so it'll look like the car has full exhaust on it, even though it doesn't, you know, for like aesthetic purposes.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, so that'll look great. But gang, she's coming along so good. I mean, the work that Josh, Tom, and Randy did to this car is just like magnificent. As you can see, the pump bracket is in, the chiller tank is done. I mean, it's crazy. They did such a good job. I mean, I don't think I could have went anywhere else and got work this good for the price I got it for. So again, all of the Whoops Motorsports information will be down in the description, so you can shout out to Josh, you know, Tom or Randy, man. You know, the performance Jedis. I mean, they got me looking right, man. You know, I never been this happy in a long time, man. So I really appreciate that, bro.
Man, of course, thank you.
I really appreciate that. All right. Yep, definitely make that first pass. You think she can pull a 9-second off the trailer?
I think so.
All right, me too. All right.
Because if it don't, we gotta go there and get a roll cage.
Yeah, we're gonna get a roll cage then if she don't, because man, we won't be allowed back at the track.
No, let's kick us out real quick.
Oh man. So yeah, guys, man, be on the lookout for this project to be done very soon. Like I said, once it leaves here, the only thing me and Omar has to do is, you know, pop the engine out, pop the new rods and pistons in, and pop the engine back in. I'm gonna do a couple of other secret mods while the engine is out. You know, I don't want to give all the juice in the tea and somebody beat me to the record. So, You're gonna see some stuff, but not a lot.
The next day.
All right, so it's the next day, and as you can see, the tank is done. The water pump bracket, well, the inner chiller pump to pump from the inner chiller tank to the intercoolers bracket is done. I know that's a lot, but that's the way it goes. So I mean, Sasha is, I mean, she's coming together. She's turning out perfectly. You know, I mean, I wish that was all that had to be left to do. You know, I mean, it's such a shame that the engine still has to come out to put the new forged parts in, because the forged parts that are in the engine can't handle the type of power that the new build is gonna make. So I mean, we got to take that forged H-beam rods out, put the forged I-beam rods. So in different pistons, low compression pistons to turn the boost all the way up. So man, like, I'm glad and I'm happy to see the work. You know, I mean, it's so surreal seeing this car actually get finished now the correct way. So I'm very happy, you know, and I appreciate all of the Autolust family members. You guys just don't know, you know, about all the positive comments you leave down in the comment section and stuff. That's the reason why I do this. When I hear you guys say, hey man, I bought an X6 because of your X6, and you know, I did this to my X5 because of your X5, and so on and so forth, you know, it's just truly a blessing from God, you know. So I really appreciate that, you know, big shout out to the Autolust family, and first and foremost, you know, give God all the glory, you know, I really appreciate everybody, you know. So like, share, and subscribe. She's almost ready, and Autolust out.